I know. For everyone coming in, I know. Hello everybody, my name is Hudson, and welcome back once again to the Control Patrol. Today we are fighting the Wither in Minecraft. This might be the final day of Minecraft. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you guys are all tucked in your little beds, all nice and warm and cuddly, as we prepare to take on the Wither is for the last chapter. I personally have never beat the Wither. I would like this to be the end. A very peaceful ending. I personally am getting very, very Minecrafted out. I would like to play something else. I did take the past 2 days off because yesterday I had work, and the day before I just took the day off. I earned it. But today is the final day of our Minecraft series. We are preparing to fight the Wither. We are ready. Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Aim to finish loading. Oh, it's all loaded in. Let me turn. All right. Do it. So there's not much not much that I really am planning to do in terms of preparation on top of what I already have. We are going to be rocking with a Totem of Undying, so while I finish up the final stages of preparing, I'm going to go ahead and equip that, just so I get used to having it on my screen, on my person. We have two Totem. I actually wanted to see this. What is going on over here? This is already in. Okay, buddy. Come here. You're driving me crazy. Come on. Thank you. Okay, that was driving me nuts. Okay. Do I have a golden apple? I don't have a golden apple. I'm eating a golden apple, and I think I have. We're good on gold. Oh, that's quite a bit of gold. We're good on gold, guys. I'll make a couple. Six golden apples. I'm gonna need a little bit more iron. I might run back over to that mountain with the horse real fast. Just because if I get a little bit more iron, I can use that to heal my iron golems mid-fight, which was what some of you guys recommended to do. Buckets of milk is something else that I also read will be helpful, so I'm gonna get some of those as well. So yeah, we're really just getting set up to finalize this fight, to get ready for it, so yeah. The emotional Minecraft music hitting right now. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed, and then we're gonna go back to the mountain range to get some. We're going back to the mountain range to get some iron, and then we're gonna go up to the cows and get 5 things of milk for the Wither. Because I read getting rid of the Wither effect is very, very helpful. Obviously, because the Wither has the Wither would be. Let's hop on the horse here. Go over to that big mountain and get. Ooh, please don't jump in the lava. That would really not be fun. Deal with that. I think it was this way. Yeah, this. So across here to the right, there's a big mountain. We did finally get snow. For those who've been in the live stream for a minute, we did finally collect some snow. Because I don't think I'll be able to scale the mountain with my horse, so I'll have to put a little podium down, so I can use a lead to tie him down. Lose another horse. Area set. I'm gonna take some dirt blocks and set up a couple walls. Oh, one of my bees is over here. Just in case, I get to a point where I'm a little lower health than I want to be. Right, like if I have my totems, but like if just something goes awry, I want to have like a little wall almost. Maybe like probably make it 2 blocks or 3 blocks thick, where I can kind of hide from the wither. I'm gonna have all of my iron golems, so hopefully they'll be a distraction. I'm gonna run over. That's why I'm heading over here. I'm getting more iron to heal the golems should the time come. Yeah. The village here, and then I think it's literally just straight this way. Do I have a... I think it's the mountain ranges over here. Yeah, right there. Must be so strong to be able to pull a horse like this, though. Didn't they calculate that like Steve is like the strongest like fictional character in existence? How much he can lift? There's our mountains. Oh. Now we're back over the jungle. Yeah, okay. Yep, there's a mountain right there. Through the jungle, and then up there's a ton of iron. I didn't bring my fortune pickaxe. Just I don't need a crazy amount. I just need a fortune pickaxe does make everything else. We'll go ahead and put our horse here. Right. Bam. Alright. Don't have our returning viewers yet. That's a little unusual. Usually they're here by now. At least one of them. We have like 4 or 5. We might set up the Wither stream tomorrow. Go ahead and change the name of the video. If I don't have a community of people, I don't. right. My roommate was watching a really interesting movie before really getting into it, but I had to come stream, but I can hear it in the background. It's like this movie where like this girl has to play hide and seek, or she like die. Like if they catch her, she just dies. Like they just kill her. If she like married into this rich family and they have like this game, and if they catch her, they just like literally shoot her. Like really intense for some reason. I don't know why. It seems a little like the basically they believe their whole family's luck is based on this one, like the grandfather and their grandfather like killed somebody playing hide and seek once. And like every time someone gets married, they have to play like a classic board game because they're. But if they like they like do have a deck of cards, but if they pull like the deck of card for hide and seek, they're just like, oh, we have to kill you. And the family believes that they don't kill her in time, like they lose luck. It is definitely a movie of all time. The concept is interesting. It was a little hard for me to grasp because it didn't. Well, I started in the kind of the middle of the movie because I just came home and I'm like, wait. So they're just killing her for no reason. Like it's a little. It took me a minute to really understand why murder. Right. Pop down here. There. Now we have a good amount of iron. We can go get the iron cooking and start setting up the rest of the arena. If you guys like the content, please consider subscribing. Hey, what's up, the best of food? Now we just gotta get back to the house. Leave that pole there in case I ever come to. Horse just does not take fall damage. It is so interesting. Like, look, no fall damage. It's very unusual. What's up, Pierogi? How are you doing this fine evening? This fine evening. Took a minute for you to come in. You're a little bit late. Whatever happened in night? Is that blue poop? That is blue poop. Whatever happened in 9:30 sharp? Sorry, I've been. I was at my. I like to visit my family on Thursday. I literally just did not feel like streaming. I had a really rough day on Thursday. I got in a fight with my teacher. My TV show. How could you? I trusted you. I got in a fight with my teacher. So I did not want to stream Thursday because I was in a really, really bad mood. So I was like, I don't want to stream because I'm just gonna yell at everything. And then yesterday I had work, and ordinarily I can squeeze my way into getting home a little early, but yeah, like yesterday I didn't get home until like almost 10:30, and I was like, I don't think I should stream because like it's already 10:30, and I usually end the stream at like 11. No, I'm still mad about it. Like, I didn't like fight my teacher, but we got into an argument and I got really, really heated, and I'm still angry about it. I took a biology test or a biology quiz, and I got 100 in the first one and a 90 in the second one, and this one I got a 60. So I went back and I looked at my answers. I'm like, hey, like what's going on here? Like, why did I get a 60 on this quiz? And a bunch of the questions were like trick, like every single question on the test. There's 22 questions. Probably 15 of them were trick questions designed like for you to get wrong. Like, I don't know a single person in the class who got above a 70. Right? And I was frustrated, and I talked to him and I was like, hey, like, this question is worded wrong, or this, like, some of the questions just didn't, like, had multiple answers. One of the questions was a true or false question, but the statement was both a true and... Why is there a bunch of dead stuff? The true or false statement was subject... Okay. I don't see any of the iron golems. Okay, there they are. Okay, I was about to lose my mind. What's up, Winter Rose? Welcome back. But yeah, almost got in a fight with my teacher. Got really angry. Guidance counselor had to come in and be like, hey, buddy, I think you should, like, there was a counselor, and she, like, put her hand on my chest, and she was like, looked at me, and she was like, listen, like, you should take a walk, but she gave me the look like, you're right, but you're not gonna win this argument with him because he's here. And I was very, very angry. I just did not want to stream after that. Not. How are you guys doing today? He just worded all the questions on the quiz to be trick questions, and like one of them was like, oh, when carrying a microscope, do you hold it firmly by the arm? No, not Carlson. I love Carlson. I'm never gonna fight. I would lose that fight no matter what. She argues with the facts and logic. This guy was just an idiot. See, the question was, when you hold a microscope, do you hold it by the arm? True or false? Right? Like firmly by the arm. And I said true. And then he goes, no, and like the answer was false. And I was like, how is it false? He's like, you're supposed to hold it by the arm and by the base. I'm like, but you didn't say that you're only holding it by the arm. You didn't say with one hand. You didn't even say with one hand. It says, do you, in the act of holding it, hold it by one arm? And I was like, that's not a fair question because both answers are plausible. And then he was like, no, maybe if you paid more attention in class, you'd have gotten it right. And then my biggest pet peeve is people trying to discredit me and say, oh, maybe if you worked harder, oh, if you paid more. Like, I work 6 days, I work 7 days a week. I have no days off. Do not tell me that I need to pay attention more, work harder. Do not say that to me. I was so angry. And then, like, I started, like, there was a couple other questions. Like, there was one where it's like, oh, does this organism we studied have ears? Yes or no? And I said yes. And he's like, oh, it's not. And he's like, no, it's false. It has ear-like objects, but they're not actually ears. And I'm like, dude, like, and then I pulled up a study from the University of Wisconsin that said they are ears. I'm like, okay, like, and I'm fine with the trick question. I get it. You know, it's a little, ooh, trick question, surprise. But he had so many, dude. There were so many trick questions, and I was like, bro, like, you're doing too much, man. God, I had this army of dogs. Did I really run out? Really? Thought I had an even number. Oh, the dog really getting into it. Dude, and like, that's what I'm saying, and like, it's my biology class, and I have to get an A in that class. I was so angry. And like, there was a counselor in the room, and he brought the counselor, he's like, hey, come here. And he's one of the teachers that is not from this country, so he's got the big language barrier. And he's got a very, very thick accent, and it's really hard to understand him, and a lot of kids in the class don't like him. I'm not the only one here. And then he was like, what do you think? What do you think? Like, is this question fair? And then I showed it to her, and he kept, like, every time I tried explaining to her my thought process, he kept cutting me off, like, but he said that wrong, like, that's not right, and I was like, yo, like, I'm trying to explain something to you. That's what I told him. I told him, like, dude, like, you're not incentivizing knowledge, right? You're not supporting people. Like, you're a teacher. You're supposed to help us learn. You're not supposed to punish us with trick questions. And I told him, like, there's no. And then he's like, you should study harder. You should be smarter. And I'm like, no, there's no point in studying if you're not if the trick questions aren't fair. If it's a trick question, I'm not gonna study. It didn't make a difference. I studied for this quiz. It didn't make a difference, man. I told him, like, everyone in the class failed this quiz. At some point, you have to think, man, am I the like, I didn't say this to him, but I was thinking it. No, I'm like, nobody showed up. Ooh. Oh, my entire floor just shook. Someone just fell. I'm gonna go make sure my roommate's okay. You alright? Oh, that was Ethan. You alive? Okay. Sorry, I just heard a really loud drop. I wanted to go make sure, like, nobody died. It was a very, very forceful drop. Ugh. What's up, Magic Cat? What's up, broski? How are you this wonderful evening? I did see you. I was just going to make sure my... The horse that I accidentally lost. No, he made a crap quiz, and then, like, I am the type of person where if I take a test and one of the questions isn't fair, I'll go up to the teacher and say, hey, both sides of this make sense, right? And I'll always argue, even during the test. Mike is cutting it. Oh my, am I using the wrong mic? I am. Come on, guys, you're supposed to be ahead of the game. I'm messing with you guys. No, it was incredibly frustrating. I got very, like... There's nothing, like, my parents have this to always tell me, like, the teacher is God. Like, the teacher is God in the classroom. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. She's right or he's right. Doesn't matter. And that's how I feel, especially with Professor Carlson. There's some political stuff that Professor Carlson says that I disagree with a little bit. But I don't say anything because she's grading my tests. And people get, especially somebody like her, she's very, very passionate about politics. I'm not going to say anything that contradicts her ever. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to say, actually, this is wrong. I'm not going to be like, oh, say something stupid like, oh, Donald Trump was really good for the economy. He was. The economy was incredibly strong underneath him, and he does not get any credit for that. I'm not going to say that in the classroom. She hates Trump. Like, I understand, a lot of people dislike... Trump was a really bad person. Don't get me wrong. Trump was a bad guy, bad person. However, he did not... There is some things that he did that were good, in my personal opinion. For example, he lowered the price of insulin to almost $80 a shot. Now it's $800. Right? Yeah, no, mathematics is something I can't do because I'm too much of a practical thinker, and I hate... that if you switch one digit or like make one small mistake, you just get the question wrong. I can't do math because of it. I'm really good at it. Like, I was taking calculus at 14, but at 14 I was like, our final exam is only 2 questions. How is this fair? We also, it's another episode of just wait. I think I'm definitely gonna be. He's certainly better than the woman. I don't even get me started on Biden. I'd very much dislike Biden. I don't know. I'm torn. Sometimes I dislike him. Sometimes I don't think it's his fault. Politics are a mess right now. I think we personally need somebody younger. Like I actually talked to Professor Carlson. I talked to Professor Carlson about this. My history teacher. She's in her 70s, right? And I told her, I'm like, a lot of people in the Senate are older, and a lot of the laws they pass benefit people who are their age. And I wish there's somebody a bit younger in the political power to kind of balance things out. And she told me, like, that's not true and stuff, but, like, it is. It is. I think a maximum age limit is good. I do think so. I also think that political members who use their political power for money should be looked at. For example, when Joe Biden first became president, his net worth was about $9 million, which is already a lot. Right now it's 44. Hold on, I'm actually gonna double check that. What was Joe Biden's net worth in 2020? Because I did read that, but I did not fact check it first. Joe Biden was worth $2.58 million. How much is Joe Biden? What's Joe Biden's net worth? Joe Biden's net worth. Why can't you just tell me? He's my president. I should know how much he's worth. So when he first became president, he was worth $2.5 million. Now he's worth $9 million. Right? He does not make enough money per year to save that much money. And also, to be fair, a lot of his assets are in real estate, and real estate has gone up significantly since he's been president. But even then, like there was the one lady passed away. She passed away like 2 days ago. Granted, she had a really rich husband, but when she first became in political power, I think in her 30s. But she died with a net worth of $88 million. And she's been a politician her entire life. That's not supposed to be happening, man. Well, Biden was already a millionaire. So basically, how he is worth more money is he owned. Oh, Doggo, you should not be hero. He owned about $2 million in assets, or $2 million in houses, right? So he had $2 million worth of houses, and because inflation is so bad right now, let's say the value of a house is $1 million. Well, right now the value of a house is about 8 times the value it was beforehand. So now that house is worth $8 million. Even then, our economy is in pieces. And I'm not the biggest Biden guy, but broski. Yeah, that's not how that works, broski. Magic Cat. Everyone says that. But a lot of people don't. Like, one of my coworkers says that. First off, I do think America is a great country. America is a country where I truly believe you can start from nothing and become something. For example, all right, we'll see you back in a minute then, Pierogi. My best friend's father moved here from Brazil illegally. He came here as an illegal immigrant. He got a job, worked, and now he owns his own. He owns 3 companies, and he's worth millions. He drives a $200,000 Tesla. And his father came here with nothing, right? And within a span of 20 years, he built an entire empire and owns millions. I think the American dream is still alive and well. I still love my country. I'm a patriot. I love this place. However, the reason I say the thing about Sweden is Sweden won't take you unless you offer value to Sweden. So if you go to Sweden and move to Sweden, when you apply, it's not just, oh, la la la, I'm American, let me apply. It's, oh, what do you do? Are you a doctor? Do you have any education? Oh, especially if you're 18 and if you only have a high school degree, they probably won't let you immigrate. They'll probably say, no, we're good. We don't need you. It's not 100% acceptance rate. Like, one of my friends was like, oh, I hate this country. When I get a chance, I'm moving to Sweden. And I'm like, they're not going to take you. She was she's like 26, 27. She has a DUI and a felony. And she doesn't have an education. She just graduated from high school. And I'm like, yeah, Sweden's not going to want a felon. They're going to want somebody who, has a good, they'll check your high school. They'll be like, are you a 4.0 student? They'll check everything. It's like applying to college. I'm not one of those people who think you can come here with nothing in your back and become much. Oh, I know you can. I know you can 100%. The guy I work for right now told me, when he opened his restaurant, he had 60 cents in his pocket. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, when he lived in Hawaii and he was homeless, he had $2 in his savings account. That's all he had. I only know this because I see the commercials for him all the time, because he's a deal with that one company, the bank, and he's like, I remember when I had 60 cents in my pocket. I think if you truly work hard enough, anybody could easily achieve millions. I'm working to it right now, and I have enough connections and hands and enough pockets to where I could probably make millions. But yeah, my boss, Jimmy, his name is Jimmy Constantino. He owns Mama Lucia's. He drives his wife drives a 2023 Mercedes. He drives a 2023 Cadillac Escalade, which is a big old car. He just spent a month in Greece on vacation, right? He told me that he had nothing. He had no money in his pocket. He worked at a deli. And then he met this guy named Phil, and he would if he worked with Phil at the deli, and Phil was the investor. Phil had some money, and Phil was like, "Hey, I'll help you open a restaurant. I'll make the down payment if you work there." Every time I look over near the chickens, my frame rate, like over here, look, we're fine. Frame rate's gone. And now, Jimmy, and even then, millions, if you have access to running water and $2,000, you're richer than 75% of the planet. Right? Because a very, very large percent of our population just straight up does not have water. Okay? So if you have access to running water and $2,000, you're in the top 75% of all people in the world. And in the United States, that is an incredibly achievable thing. Most people, homeless people, most of them have access to running water. Even our homeless people have water, which some people don't have. Alright, we're building a dog army as well for the Wither. Sit. Boop, boop. There you are. Oh, crap. Okay, both of you stop sitting. Oh, okay, everyone out. Come here, guys, come on. Dogs? Yeah, you guys are gonna drown if you stand there. Nope. Sit. Come on, guys. They're probably fine. Only people running water, that's... Well, yeah, it's not being rich, but if you have access to running water, you have more money, you have more stuff than 75% of the entire world, dude. That's not bad. And a lot of homeless people are veterans, and that needs to be addressed. That is some veterans we need, especially for veterans of PTSD. That's something that needs to be looked at. Because I know there's a homeless guy that comes to my restaurant. He actually threw food at me once and pushed me against the wall and tried to fight me. That was a fun day. But he does drugs, hard narcotics, and he actually came in the other day and he was like, "Hey, can I get a bag?" He comes in all the time and he tried to fight me. It was just really weird. But he'll come in and be like, "Hey, can I get a paper bag with no labels?" And we just give it to him, but we know. Oh, I volunteer all the time. Don't get me, I'm not saying don't volunteer. I'm not saying don't help the homeless. No, I volunteer at a soup kitchen in Baltimore. It's called Our Daily Bread. The Pope's been there, actually. No, I'm not saying don't volunteer. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying... I believe the American dream is alive and well because you can, I got a job really easily, and right now I make enough to where I could afford a small one-bedroom apartment for myself and I could live, you know? Are you saying the fact that, that the world is so poor that having running water means you're wealthy? Okay, I might make a new bow. Right? I know I have this OP one. However, I have multi-shot somewhere. Yeah, right there. I didn't mean to emote. And multi-shot's pretty epic. I want to make sure, though. Can't I, combine two bows? Can't I do this? Yes. So if I did... this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. If I did this. What? Am I stupid? Why hasn't it... What's up, William? I haven't been able to get this to work. Am I just dumb? What am I doing wrong here? Why can't I enchant the bow? Am I just dumb? Or is it because it has efficiency it won't let me? I thought I could. Because I want... Multi-shot is for... I'm so confused. Can I enchant a pickaxe? Do I have any non-enchanted? Okay, this one's enchanted. Hold on. You're not enchanted. Can I use this on you? I can. Why? But it has a multi-shot. I don't understand. Goes on crossbow. Oh, it doesn't go on bow? That's dumb. I kind of want to see what it looks like, though. Check this out. So, like... Oh, that's so sick. What? That's actually really cool. That's really dope, actually. That I did not know that. I'm still using the bow, but that is awesome. That I did not know that. Actually, can I combine these two bows? Is it even useful? No, same amount of power. I don't really need extra unbreaking. So how is everyone doing? We're discussing politics. The streams have been really heavy recently, guys. We need to get some therapy. Where did I find that spell? I think I got that one from the dungeon, or from the Ender Dragon lair. I do believe that is where that was collected. We need some therapy, guys. We are okay. I'm getting nervous, dude. The time is coming. The Ender Dragon fight is coming. This is 13 damage. This is 12. This only does 1 extra damage. Can I even light the wither on fire? Is that like actually a thing? Knockback resistance. Ooh, I like that. Your therapist is back. That's huge, dude. Go. Say hi. Pop in. Therapy is good for you. I've considered. I know I need to, but I haven't had like really the time. I just work too much. I gotta pay off my parents' mortgage before I can do anything. Oh wow, you guys are really, really easy to breed. I'm trying to say that in the non-weirdest way possible. Okay, we good? Okay. Down, 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 oh, down. Where's the dogs? You're a dog. Puppy, puppy. Boop. 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 Anyone walking? You. Uh-huh. So we'll actually go ahead and get all the puppies out. We'll move them outside of the pen because I have so many. Get them to grow. Are you walking? I need you to walk, buddy. Oh, okay, you're stuck in there. That's fine. How long does it take for the puppies to grow up? I'm not a therapist, big dog. I am a college student. I do not know anything about therapy. Okay, dogs. Puppies, come here. Oh, that is actually adorable. Oh, so many of you are gonna die. But we're taking on a celestial being for some reason. So yeah, we're all locked up. Everyone good? Oh, you grew up. Good for you. Good for you. All right. Your brother is not dead, but you said he was dead last stream, bro. Why'd you lie, man? All right. Okay, we're getting set up. Who is it in therapy? Have you seen The World lately? I don't know. I just haven't had time. I do think I should go. One of my friends thinks I should go because I have some unsettled stuff about some personal stuff that that does definitely still sit with me. And he thinks I should go. I just I gotta make money, dude. I gotta pay off my parents' student loans and my brother's student loans first. Auto-correct and when I tried to face the internet went out. Alright, broski. Sure. I'm gonna go design the arena for the Wither. Actually, I probably should use cobblestone. I feel like it's a sturdier material. Also does not burn as much. Horse. Where is horse? The balls will make me in place we have. Yeah. I mean, I think this next generation is gonna be interesting. Because, from what I've gathered at work, where I work in a public place, and, there is, I observe. I talk a lot, but I also observe a lot. I'll be quiet. I'll sit back in the corner. Most of the people who are creepy and weird are in their like 30. No, I got you. Like, wait, YouTube is very fun with that. Most people who creep on others are in like their 30s and 40s, mostly 50s too. Like, especially with like bosses I've had and stuff. I definitely noticed that the ones that be creeping on people are okay. So I'm gonna build like a little safe zone over here. Are definitely older men. And I noticed that a lot of like kids my age, especially, it's not a thing anymore. Like I know plenty like of guys my age where it's like, oh man, like hey, that's not cool. Like for example, yesterday I had a party, or that's why I didn't stream on Thursday. I had my birthday party, right? All my friends came in, and I was talking to this guy, right? One of my really good friends, and we were talking about girls. He's like, oh, like the other day, like there was this really beautiful girl. She was a cheerleader, and she came over, right? And she came over with a bottle of vodka, and it was like, and it was great. And then I was like, dude, like, what happened? Like, did you guys kiss? He's like, no. He's like, we were having a really good time. We went out to Looney's. We went to the pub, had a good time. But when we came back, like, she was just too drunk. And he's like, I couldn't do anything. So I just tucked her in and played some video games until I fell asleep. It's the birthday wish, broski. It was a few days ago, but I appreciate that. And like stuff like that gives me hope. No, it's definitely an issue. It's gonna be. I think it is changing for the better, but I think it'll always be an issue. I think like this in the next couple years, especially with the hashtag Me Too movement and stuff, like because like for guys, like if you like the men, like obviously like it's awful. Don't don't do it. But like, so like if I were to do something like that, my entire career is gone the next day. My life is ruined. I disagree. I think there's less. I think there's still men like that out there, but I think there's also like it's not as common, but there's also women like that out there. I don't think like genderizing and saying there's one bad person. I think like I don't know. I get personal with the whole like there's whatever. Like it happened to me. I've been sexually harassed twice, both by women. Fun, you know. Not much you can do about it. I was like, some girl like at work came up and like just like started touching me while we were working, and I was like, hey man, like, what the freak? You're like 23, I'm 16. This is really weird. Can you please stop? You know, but she didn't. But it's cool. Like, what am I gonna do about it? But hey, it's probably why I need a therapist, you know. But nobody wants to talk about that. Anywho, I'm gonna go flatten out the sand a little bit, to make it a little bit easier to fight the wither, because I feel like it'd be flattened. Yeah, it definitely like is weird for me to build connections now too, you know, because like when I was 18, my girlfriend broke up with me, and like 2 weeks later, there was like a 26-year-old woman who was like messaging me almost every day saying, "Hey, like you should come over. You should come over. You should really come over. Like I can help you. I can make you feel better." And I was kind of like, "Oh, you know, I'm good." And then like she had a fiance, and he started texting me like, "Yo, you should really come over. Like she really wants to see you." Yes, Roe v. Wade was overturned and it made it a state decision. Yeah. It's interesting. So Roe v. Wade made that a federal law, right? So now it is up to the states. And I'm not saying I support. Yeah, she had a fiance. It's a whole can of worms, dude. I'm not saying that I'm pro-life, but I'm saying I think federal laws should be switched to states, which is essentially what Roe versus Wade did. Where like it makes it so it's the state's decision, not like it didn't make abortions illegal. It made it up to the decision. It made it a decision for the states to decide. So if Texas, which is a conservative state, says, "Hey, we don't want that here," they can get rid of it, and people who want to support abortion they can move. And I understand it's not exactly that. It's not exactly that cut. It's not that easy, because if you lived in Texas your entire life but you support abortion and then boom, it's gone, like that's not fair. But to me, the concept of the states having more power than the federal government is good. Yes, that is tragically true. We do not live in a world that is doing all right. And that is also the truth. All right, I don't really want to fill this in, so I think I'm just gonna. I'll start like here and kind of make this the flat. It's another one of those things for me, like a specifically abortion, where there is no way to make everyone happy, so it's gonna come down to majority. And that's also a valid point. I just think the more power the state has, the better, regardless. The more power local government has, the better our country will be. So making it a local decision is something that I support. However, like I said, it's another one of those things where it's definitely a gray area. But like abortion is something that I don't think we can ever get right because both sides, there's no compromise. You know, you can always find a compromise for everything, but that one there's no middle ground. And whenever I think politically, I always try and remain neutral. I see both sides, but that one is such a hard one to compromise for me. And I always think about it technically. Like I'll do the classic, I sit in a rock and I just think, oh, like how can this? And I've thought of some things. You know, like the idea I had, I talked to my dad about this, is like, okay, so like you have 3 months, like the baby, like if you have a child or if you're pregnant, the baby does not have active brain waves until I think 3 months. And I'm like, so boom, like a 3-month window, right? If it's like past 3 months, like no abortion because it is a baby, you know, it is a baby. But I don't know. It's something that I've thought about a lot, and that one I just cannot get a thumb on. But my current standpoint on it is, like, I think we should set it to, like, if you're past 3 months pregnant, you should be able to. Because that gives you enough time to, one, figure out that you're pregnant, and it gives you, like, a month or two to think about it. Like, okay, is this something I really want to do? And obviously, if it was non-consensual, bim, bam, boom, like, it's just a traumatizing surgery later, and you're fine. And a traumatizing afterlife, and remembering that this happened, and all that fun stuff that you have to deal with. Bim, bam, bam, river, dam, dam. I needed another shovel. I'm actually going to grab another shovel, because I don't have that many. I don't know. There's like I said, there's no middle ground. It's really hard to negotiate that one. Expectation from mother, that's also like a one. Like, oh, I can't get him out of there. Please, please. I don't want to go grab a lead. Just work with me. Yes! I'm the smartest man alive. Baby mother health. That's also one. Like that's the thing. There's no middle ground. That one, I have noticed that one. I've read studies on that one. I don't really know what the cause for the puberty one is. But like the mother health thing is also such a hard coin to swallow. It's because like it kind of puts it like, would you rather the baby live or your wife live, you know? And that is such a, like, especially like if it's an either or scenario, like it's I don't know, it's such a, I think it should be per case. But then again, like if you made it per case, then it would have to go to court every single time somebody is pregnant, and then they would have the baby. The court cases aren't fast enough. But it's still like, what about the baby, dude? It's still a baby. I think it's not what should be the mother's decision. Well, even then, it's a hard question to answer. I don't believe there is a right answer. I don't believe somebody can come up here and definitely say that this is the correct answer. I do not think that is possible. I think that every scenario is such a unique scenario for reasons they want to do it, like why the pregnancy, stuff like that, health issues, risk factors. I think that it needs to be something that is per person. But then, like I said, the court cases take forever, and by the time they actually make a decision, the baby would be there. It's not something you handle in the court a day. And let's say the mother at 8 months decides, hey, I don't want this baby. It's such a gray area, dude. It's hard to debate. It's hard to talk about. because people are so set. And it's also something you can't discuss. Even like let's say you guys are 100% hell bent in the answer, but you guys seem to be. You seem to be. But I present an actual compelling argument. I don't really have one because like I said, I'm neutral. But let's say I'm super pro life. Yeah, super aggressive pro life, and is this what you get? What? Huh? I'm confused on what you mean by that, Berries. But let's say you have a super compelling argument, but then I say something that you agree with, like, oh, I supported, I'm anti-life, I guess would be the term, and then I'm like, I'm pro-life, and here's the statistic, and you're like, wow, I didn't know about that statistic. That's a really good point. Nobody says that anymore. That's a good point. I'm going to look at it differently. I'm right. No, I'm right. I don't care that you pulled this statistic. I'm right. And it makes it really frustrating to argue with people. Because it's like, oh, even you can use like Donald Trump as an example. Donald Trump's a bad person. I believe it. I know how he runs his business. I took business classes. I understand what he did. He was clever, admittedly, but what he did, he would intentionally. No, we have not killed a wither yet. He would intentionally run his businesses into the ground, and since they're registered under a private name, he could keep all of the profits under his name, declare the business bankrupt, and keep all the money. It was clever, but it's evil. Mostly I wanted to get it removed from certain children because the school situation. Yeah, I know, schooling is not great. And also, like, arguing. Oh my gosh, what the heck? This is the fastest shovel I've ever had. Holy crap. There's also a ton of stuff, like, there's so much stuff going on, dude. Yeah. But even then, arguing that, I see just as many women who are pro-life than women who are anti-abortion. I would say, from my personal experience, it's a very 50-50 split, I see plenty of women, I know, a couple of my aunts, a couple of my grandma, that are anti-abortion. They think that abortion is evil. They're like, that is a baby. Why would you ever want to kill a baby? Right? I don't think this is something. The reason I say I wouldn't argue that it's about women, but I wouldn't argue it's a women's rights issue because women have a say in it. I guess that's kind of flawed logic, actually. But I see just as many people. It is. That's also why it's so hard to abortion. To debate. I like to go by majority, right? If every single person in America voted and 75% said that they're anti-abortion, then that's the majority, That's the majority. Then I say make it a state law so the states can decide I want this or this. I'm out for a bit. I need to put up with them. I'm out for a bit. I need to put stuff away. The mess is bothering. Amen, dude. My room's a mess. My mom got me new ice skates. Oh, not you idiots again. Can't you guys just get a creeper to blow up and kill you? Got the banger music though. But I think if I leave the sand biome, it stops. Dogs, are we growing? Gentlemen. Ooh, we got a lot more adults now. That's good. That's good. I think we're done for beating the dogs for now, just because I don't want to break the game. It's already crashed once. It's just politics, man. There's no right answer. That's what makes it so frustrating. It also makes it so fun, though. But it is just hard to argue with people these days because everyone thinks they're right. You coming from religion, personal preference, yeah. I know the person I'm thinking of who is anti-abortion is not religious. They're atheist, but they're like, bro, it is a baby. That is a person. That is a living object. And, some people always say, oh, it's a clump of cells, and they're like, I'm anti-abortion because that is a child. That is a actual small child. And she gets really upset because people say, it's just a clump of cells. And when she hears that statement, she gets really, really angry. She hates that statement. Because she's like, it's a baby. It's not a clump of cells. It is a genuine baby. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Like I said, I try and remain neutral almost because I don't want to get my YouTube channel banned. because I was like, duh, women don't deserve rights, rah, 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 Richard Nixon, you know? I don't want to, like, do that and get my channel banned. Someone's gonna clip that, and it's gonna come back to haunt me. Where'd my horse go? Why are you in the sheep? This guy does not take any fall damage. Like, look at this. Ready? Oh, uh-oh. What? The music is super loud. I'm gonna turn my headphone down a little bit. Oh, my headphones aren't. Oh, there we go. That's why my. Yes, I understand. I understand that. Yeah, but then it also becomes even like, you know, this is gonna a whole nother can of worms. What about the dad? What if what if the mother, the person who is pregnant, is completely healthy. They both decided they want the baby, right? The mother is completely healthy. Baby mother doing great. They're 7 months in the pregnancy. They've got the little like room and set up. They like have some baby names and stuff. And the mom decides, hey, one day, hey, I don't want this baby, and then she can just go to the abortion clinic and have it killed, and the father can do nothing about it. If she just decides, like, cause like you know, my mom told me, she's like, when I was pregnant with you guys, I was terrified. You know, it's scary. You know, and like, I don't know. This next generation, like I said, this generation is going to be interesting. One, because, like, especially with racism, that is completely different too. I don't think religions play a part in politics at all. Well, yes, I mean, but like the argument of your clump of cells, like, bro, you're a clump of cells right now. You are a clump of cells. It's true about every living organism. You know, like, I'm a clump of cells. I have a consciousness and thought process, and I can operate and move, but I'm still a clump of cells. And it doesn't dispute, and like, yes, biologically they're a clump of cells, but also biologically they're a human child. Biologically they have human DNA, and biologically if you kill an organism with human DNA that is alive, that is murder. If we're going to go into the actual literal sense of it. If you take away everything, right? Every scenario that is possible. Because for me, straight up, like, I would be against it. The only argument that puts me in my place and can, like, stops me is non-consensual stuff. Should be between mom and dad. Yeah, I know. I think it should be too, but I've definitely seen a couple of videos of like I saw this video once, and it was this dad crying outside of an abortion clinic because the mother decided that she didn't want the child anymore, and the dad couldn't do anything about it. And that was a very, very heartbreaking video. The dad was like on his knees crying, like, please, like begging. But like, for me, it would be a closed case if it wasn't for non-consensual stuff and evil people. For me, it'd be closed cut. Also for like health stuff, like if the mother's gonna die, like that opens a whole can of worms, you know. But if it was a straight up like healthy mom, healthy dad, consensual, they wanted this, but the mom, or like it's just like not, like decides not, like it'd be like, hey man, like that is like, you're kind of killing a biological human. You know, it's so complicated, dude. It's so hard to argue. 4 minutes, dude. That's actually tragic. One of my friends had a miscarriage. She was also like 17. She was incredibly young, but she said she was going to keep it, but she's had 2 actually. And she's worried she can't have kids. She's gotten pregnant twice on accident, but both times she had a miscarriage. And one of the times she was like 22. I mean, it depends the causation for the miscarriage, because like sometimes it's just, it can be bad luck, but sometimes, you know, it could be genetics, it could be stuff like that, you never know. Okay, so we have like an arena set, kind of. Is this gonna be big enough? I might flatten this area. Just I kind of want to get rid of that jump. I want it to be a completely flat area. Oh, that's fun. I almost did that, I think. I think I was coming out. I was a C-section. My older brother was a C-section, so I had to be a C-section, because once you have one, all of your kids have to be C-sections. That's just how it would be. Alright. But I will say the next stream after Minecraft is going to be Grand Theft Auto. It is actually incredibly requested by you guys. There's a lot of people who come in and say, GTA, it's what I want, it's what I need. GTA. The Grand Thefting of Autos. Want to play with umbilical cord? Yeah, I get it, dude. It's boring in there. I mean, like, there's no TV, nothing, man. There's no satellite, no radio. You just have to listen to your mom talk all day, the other moms, and you're just like, oh my god, mom. You know, it's boring. I don't blame her, brother. Need some entertainment. Like, he didn't have a Game Boy in there. I think of Game Boy because I saw a clip from the movie Tetris the other day, which apparently is like unbelievably good. Like there's a movie about the founding of Tetris, which is, besides Minecraft, the highest selling video game of all time, and apparently the movie is like godly. Like it is a fantastic movie from what I've heard. Have not seen it yet though. I've seen I've seen like the first part of it. Nope, I need this to be here just in case I need to jump up. I cannot have a choke point anywhere. Because Hudson will walk straight into it and die, because he's an idiot. Nope. Huh. Yeah, we're going to want to stay away from here. Okay, good to know that there's this giant hole right here that we don't want to go anywhere. I like Tetris. I get a little bit frustrated sometimes. Okay, so we're going to, like, put a little wall here, so when I'm fighting the Wither, I remember that if he blows up this hole right here, I will just fall to my death. So to stay away from it. Remember how I said I don't want to make any choke points? I just made one. Go me. Yes. Yes. Tetris is a good game. People have an obsession with cubes, apparently. Because Minecraft is the #1 selling game of all time, and Tetris is #2. And the most sold toy of all time is a Rubik's Cube. The #1 sold toy in the world is a Rubik's Cube. And that is actually a factual statement. For a while it was Pet Rocks, which is to me the funniest scheme ever that actually worked. Dude was like, I'm gonna put googly eyes on a rock I find outside and polish it and then sell it and say it's your pet rock. And by God, it worked. And now it's like silly bands and stuff, which are still, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember silly bands, they are still popular in elementary school. My little brother has a bunch of them. He's in 5th grade, and he's like, yeah, they're the rage. My elementary school, we had silly bands, and we had something called grippies, which were like the grips you could put on your pencil, right? And then that was like currency at my school. Everyone wanted the grippies. It was very weird. Very weird. Grippies were so popular. Oh, we have the banger music. Again. Hans Zimmerman is really out at tonight. You know, I might actually have enough sand to go fill in that big hole that I didn't want to earlier, but I think I might have to. So I'm putting this much work. I really, really don't want to die. I don't want to lose. I really want to win. I don't want to have to fight him multiple times. I want it to be a one and done. I think we'll fight him tomorrow. I'll start the stream a bit early because I get off work earlier tomorrow. I'll start the stream early. I'll get everything set up, get everyone hyped up. So tomorrow is the Wither fight. If you guys haven't joined the Discord already, I did not put it in chat because I forgot to do that fast. I want my dogs to grow a bit more. I might actually leave my PlayStation on tonight and just like sit in my house so my dogs can grow up all the way. I promise I won't do any off-screen mining. What's the Discord if you guys want to check that out? But apparently me and Elizabeth just have intense political discussions everywhere we go. Classroom, live streams, we just, politics, just what we are. I'm going to ask the girl I like for her number. I have it all set up. It's interesting, though, because, I don't want a relationship. But, it's weird because, for her, I'm making an exception, which is weird, and I feel like it's probably a good thing. But, the past, year, I have not, but I had one girlfriend, and we broke up back in April, and since then, I've had no interest in relationships. I had a couple, friends, if you catch my drift, there are children in the chat, but I had some friends, if you pick up what I'm trying to put down. And, they were fun, but they both, there was only, not both, there was only one, and she went to college, but... Yeah, at least we aren't cursing each other. At least we disagree politically, but we aren't yelling at each other, which is really, really nice. Because there's definitely some stuff we disagree on, but we're not at each other's throats right now, which is rather pleasant. Because we're reasonable people, which there's not a lot of us. But no, like, yeah, over the summer, I kind of just didn't really want anything. I had no interest. I had a friend, she'd come over sometimes and hang out. But this is like the first time I've been romantically interested in somebody for a minute. So if she breaks my heart, Hudson's just gonna finish his degree. There's a lot of mob spawning. Can you don't? You're on fire, you're on fire. Okay. You're on fire, and you're on fire too. You got too close. Guys, can I just finish this before you start shooting me and killing me? I don't know how you guys... I know Madam Magic Cat has a boyfriend, because we talked about that. Please don't blow up. I spent so much time fixing this. Get out of here. Oh, my inventory is full of sand. But yeah. Just looking for... It's weird. I have this whole plan to ask her out. I'm just gonna pretty much... I'm asking for a number. So I'm not asking her out quite yet. It's basically courtesy. Yeah, you know. Because even though I'm probably not going to change your mind, I'll hear you out, you hear me out, we'll say, okay, you're not doing this because, like, I'm not thinking this way because somebody told me so. I'm thinking this way because I formulated my own opinion with facts and research, you know? I hate people who are like, oh, all of my friends are saying this, so I'm saying this, and they don't even do any research, right? Oh, this freaking baby zombie. Burn, burn, burn. I'm going to get... Oh, that's bad. I'm going to get my horse. Hey, yo, big dog. Welcome back, Pierogi. You missed more political discussion. But yeah, Hudson has a crush on somebody, and he hasn't liked anybody for a really freaking long time. It's very weird. But if it does not work out, Hudson's just going back to nothing. Yes, exactly. And like I like to research and find facts, and find factual evidence to support my claims. That's like when I was talking about Joe Biden. I don't like him because he's raised his net worth $7 million. Yes, I'm going to ask the girl I like for her number. I'm shooting my shot. Next time I see her, I'm going to talk. I got new ice skates. I'm going to bring that up, and I'm going to give her a little bit of a leeway. Like I said, I don't know if she has a boyfriend or not. But I'm going to give her a little bit of leeway. I'm basically going to be like, oh, I get a new pair of ice skates, but, you know, I've been struggling to find someone to go with. And, like, kind of set her up and see if she says something like that. Because maybe she'll be like, oh, I'll go with you. And then, bam, I'll be like, okay, cool. What's your number? And then my current plan is, hey, next month I'm having a Halloween party. I'm having a Halloween party. And I'm like, it's not going to be on Halloween, but it's going to be, like, around then. Do you want to come? And then she'll be like, oh, yeah, or oh, no. And then if she says yes, she'll be like, oh, can I get your number? And then bam. Bam, 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 every damn. Why don't you invite Elizabeth, too, actually? So the more the merrier. I'm going to make a ton of food. It's going to be awesome. My birthday party was awesome. It was on Thursday, and, like, a bunch of people came. And, like, we watched Fight Club, and I had a great time. And I want to do it again so badly. That's why I'm setting up the Halloween one. Because, like, it was a blast, dude. Where is my horse? Okay, so we're just gonna go fill in all the holes. I'm hoping. I'm gonna... Yeah, no, I was talking about how I'm gonna... Oh, okay. I'm gonna have another Halloween party, and I might invite you. For funsies. I don't know if you know Nando, but he goes to PGCC, and he came to the last one. It was fun. But the more the merrier. And in all honesty, last time there was only 2 girls, and they were a little... There was 4, but one of them had to leave early, and the other one just ended up leaving before the movie. They both had to leave early, but we'll see. Why are you not dead? You should be burning. You don't even have a helmet. Oh, well, okay. That was weird. I guess I'm filling this in. It's okay. You didn't. It's just me setting up. The big stream is tomorrow. Tomorrow we fight the Wither. Tomorrow it's gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna start the stream earlier, maybe like 8, 9 o'clock. We shall see. See, I'm gonna start. Oh, let's make a line. Hey. Bam, 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 bam. No, Halloween's a great party, and they'll be like, and you can dress up. You know, we're gonna have like costumes and stuff. You know, you can dress up as like a toaster or like something fun, or you can do like the classic like way too revealing mouse, or what is it? No, cat. That's the one that everybody does. Way too revealing cat that everybody likes to do. There won't be any children, so I guess you could get away with it, but it would be very interesting. I guess you're like, man, that's happened. This is like a party with people you don't know, but hey. All the power to you, I suppose. We played Uno on Thursday, though. It was awesome. Because, like, people who wear stuff like that, like, it's really, like, attractive, obviously, but I do not have the balls to talk to somebody who wears that, dude. He was an assassin. That's actually really tight. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. Last Halloween, what did I do? I don't think I did anything on Halloween. I think I just spent time with my girlfriend. I think. But yeah, people who wear stuff like that, like the super revealing stuff, like it's like obviously like, you know, it's very attractive. It's very nice looking, but like I do not have the balls to talk to somebody who wears that. When I see somebody wear something like that, my first thought is they are so far out of my league. The real dagger. What kind of blade? Like, what kind of steel are we rocking? Like, Damascus? What are we working with here? This will impact how I feel about you. Oh, blunted edge. Boo. Blunted edge. Welcome back, Berries and Lunar. We'll be ending the stream here soon, guys, because I have work tomorrow at the bright time of 11. I like opening, though. The store opens at 11, and I'm not gonna lie, I like doing it because like we play Frank Sinatra at work, so like I open an Italian restaurant and I'm putting Parmesan, like I'm putting Parmesan cheeses out, I put my little apron on, and like, you know, the vibe is just so nice. It's such a vibe. And we'll try and set this up so it's in twos, just so we have this bit straight away. Yeah, but that's still kind of lame, bro. It's your knife. Why would they have it? I don't understand. You didn't even have an actual knife around children, man. So lame. I thought you were cool. I mean, you only go to prison if one of them gets the knife and hurts themselves. Just don't be stupid. What are the Caps for today? I think they were getting their butt kicked last I checked. Caps versus Detroit. Oh, Caps versus Detroit, not Appalachian. Oh, Red Wings crushed them. Who got the Capitals goals? Hold on, I have to read the stats. I'll read it later. I'll read it after the stream. Definitely not bringing you. So, well, also, I mean, this is going to be a party with college men. So, like, do with that information what you will. You can totally bring the sword, but somebody will probably get stabbed if you do, most likely, because we're boys. We will do something stupid. Oh, wait, no, I still have that entire field over there of sand. I'll pick that up because I'm running a little bit low here to make this the twos that I want. Boop, boop. That should be just enough. Oh, despawn. You feel boring? I didn't do anything last Halloween, dude. It also, like, especially at the stage in your life, well, you know, like, it's getting to the point where you have to be more adult. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I want to find more people who are Caps fans, like, because I love hockey. Because, like, I get free tickets all the time. Like, literally, like, I have a friend who sends me free tickets all the time, and I want to take more people, but there's not that many Caps fans. Cuts paper? Nah, we'll be fine. I mean, I have batarangs on my windowsill. Like, real sharpened batarangs. And we were, like, tossing those around and nobody got hurt. We were playing, We were playing Monkey in the Middle with them. Tim only lost a couple fingers. You get a new knife after that is awesome. I like your family, dude. That's actually really sick. I also have extra iron pierogi to heal my wonderful, wonderful iron golems. Basically, the plan is to do as much damage to the Wither as fast. Rip Timo fingies, yeah, rip Timo. True tragedy. Basically, the plan is to damage him as much as I can, as quickly as I can. Because I talked to Houston. Men have a shorter lifespan because we're simply awesome. And we didn't actually play catch with it. We're not that stupid. We just had like some beer. Oh yeah, there'll be drinks, by the way. Elizabeth, if you come to the Halloween one. And I know there's an Irish side of you. I know there's an Irish side of you that will be pleased to hear that. So I looked up kind of how the Wither works. So the Wither, for his first stage, for his first half, flies up and kind of sits at top, right? Then, well, there's people under the age of 13. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. What kind of drinks? We had Smirnoff Ice. Hudson is 20. Hudson did not partake in any consumption of alcoholic beverages, but there were 20-year-olds at the party. Definitely. You know, me drink never. Would never do that. Absolutely not. So we had Smirnoff Ice, which is like they have a green apple flavor and stuff like that. They're really, really, really good. We got the variety pack, but I wouldn't know. I've never drank before, so I wouldn't know if they're good or not. We had the variety pack, so we had 24, 3 of each flavor, which was cool. We pretend to younger some of that's because they need confidence. Big on maturity. Yeah, my family's big on maturity too. But sometimes you gotta let loose, dress up a little bit. Nothing wrong with that either. But we also had Tormano Tequila, which is The Rock's, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's tequila. There was an entire bottle of that I definitely did not purchase. Because it wasn't mine, I don't drink. And it definitely was not gone at the end of the party, and I didn't know who drank all of it, and I definitely wasn't like, man, I spent like $45 in this bottle, and it's just completely gone, and I didn't even have any. What the heck, guys? And then, yeah, that was... definitely didn't happen. I don't drink. I wouldn't know. Okay. Yeah, the Irish, you know, me as an Irish Russian, you know, drinking, well, not for me. Never, ever. Oh, you're the youngest, and yeah, so you've always, yeah. You're always a little quick to mature. That's what my little brother's like. Okay, so now we have a leveled out field to fight the Wither on. So our plan, and I have like this kind of crappy safety wall here. Just in case things kind of go awry, I have like... basically my plan is to be able to like, if I'm fighting the Wither and get my butt kicked, I can run over here and kind of just eat a golden apple real fast. Kind of heal, use this like I'll build it up a little bit more when I get some more blocks. Actually, I'll just use these. I can't place these. Okay, well, that's nice. I can't place this? Oh, right. They're weird. However, I can use this to my advantage and make like pillars that will get hit by the... Actually, so I'll use this because like I said, this is going to be like my little safe zone. I have a bow with power 3, not a trident. I do remember you saying a trident is good, though. I did not forget. There. So we'll kind of do this. So when the cactuses grow, it'll kind of like create a little safety wall around the stone structure. Because this is literally just to say, well, we're going to let all these hooligans loose, and they're going to parade in the field. We'll spawn it probably like right here. Oh, that thing is getting torched. Alright, where's my horse? Is my horse over here? Did I not bring my horse? Works won't believe. No, I know the bow is... Did I not bring my horse? That's weird. The bow is, like for the first, like I said, the goal is to do literally as much damage as I can, as quickly as I can, as soon as it spawns. I'm actually gonna spawn it like near or in the iron golems because I want to do as much damage to it as physically as I can. Because what happens is what phase does it leave? I don't. I don't know if. Oh, you mean the trident. But once he gets into his second phase, he sits near the ground, which is why I have all my dogs and I have all the iron golems, and they'll both be near the. They're both ground things. So if I can get him to the ground past that first stage, it will be huge. It will be very huge. Don't spawn it. Yeah. Will he just blow? Or should I wait for phase 2 for the iron golems? Should I not even bother releasing them? Or do you think should like the second the fight starts, I release them, we wreak havoc? But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here, guys. So thank you everyone so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please consider subscribing. Drop a like, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys, bye Pierogi, bye Winter Rose, bye Esteban, bye Berries and Loner, bye everybody in the chat. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.